So first of all, I would like to thank the organizers for such a wonderful event. I was not aware of the scale. I'm happy to come here and see this. And I was really pleased to listen to the speech of my earlier dignitaries who addressed each one of you, Shri Shetty ji, Manisha ji. But I come from ultimately a finance background, so I will have some hard-hitting questions for each one of you. I came here, I was looking around, incidentally I'm doing my house at this point of time. I saw some wonderful stuff around, but I would leave you with each one of you with few hard-hitting questions. We heard Manisha ji saying, we don't want philanthropy, we want business to thrive. Question for each one of you sitting here is, if we have such a wonderful artisans in the country, if we have such a wonderful community which can produce fantastic things, if we have people like us who can channelize their energies in the right way, what is lacking? What more can be done? With the whole change in the funding which is required, the ways of funding, the manner of funding, is our structure good enough where we can invite some investments? Or are we just waiting for multinational companies here like IKEA to come and kind of, we are forced to partner with them? Yeah, we should partner with them if it makes sense, but on our own terms. Many of you sitting in this hall would have aspirations to grow beyond India, beyond Maharashtra, beyond India. Do we have the right legal structure? Are we organized in the right way? How are we making sure that we are fully into the formal sector, or are we still operating in the old ways? Are we still going to look towards only government, that let government help and let there be some kind of soft corner towards Indian stuff, or for this industry which is such a vast industry, it is extremely unorganized. Interior designing industry, the furniture industry is still extremely disorganized. So I would like to invite each one of you to think, what is lacking? Are we learning the new ways of doing business? I am really impressed by what Rishiraj Shetty especially has done in the art side. Art was a completely disorganized business. I know him since last now over 18 years. And it was the most difficult business to make some sense out of it in an organized fashion. It was a very niche, small industry. And you really look at the kind of work which has been done today to make sure that there are groups, there are channels to promote. Each one of you sitting here in the hall have fantastic stuff to offer. But are you really having the right advertisement channels? Are you really having the right partners with you? Are you really tying up with the modern trade in the right way? Are you really inviting appropriate funding from appropriate high net worth individuals or from funds which are really waiting to fund? They are funding industries which have no profit, absolutely. And they don't know when those industries will make profit at all in the next 10 years. They are ready to fund those industries. You are definitely much, much better placed. So I think I really don't want to kind of talk more on this subject, but my limited point is that ultimately we are here to do business. And the people whom we represent will be benefited if there is scale in terms of revenues, turnover, and in terms of profit. So I think it is our duty to also ensure that we are entering the formal economy in the right way. The old ways of doing business are more going to take us to the new heights. Also, I think with GST and with the whole changing perspective online and so on, the reach can be much, much wider. So my only request, I would like to kind of end with this small request to each one of you, that please don't kind of leave these things only to your chartered accountants or your advisors and so on. You are promoters, you are owners. It is your duty to make sure that you operate through the right structure, you are open to the right funding, you employ the right new age mechanisms to advertise your products. And I think it's high time all industries have got formalized. It's really high time that this disorganized or unorganized industry, which has fantastic things to offer, also gets organized. Thank you very much.